Well, it looks like, guys, we are going to be getting off to a start right here on VIKENDI. And just to follow up your point, Team Seoul at the end of the series in 5 games got 48 kills. That is a staggering amount of frags. So, as you say, if they are going fragging out, then we could possibly expect even higher level of kills here in this sort of qualifying regional group stage period. No one's making noise. There's no noise complaints. You don't have to call the police.
I mean, everyone's carrying guns around in Denmark, and that wouldn't be a
we see Seoul.
thing. Oh, we do see Seoul, and funny enough, they're already shooting Mortal with the 4X attached, trying to see if he can get down a kill into one of the guys on top of team number 5, but not quite the case.
This is the fan favorite. This is a guy that I'm really excited to be watching, and I think anyone who hasn't heard of Team Seoul, first, shame on you, and secondly, Mortal is definitely the player to watch, I think, at the tournament.
Thing here being, you can see it right now as well, their 2 remaining teammates are not with them, so they have to figure if they want to go really aggro on this, just 2v4, because they have not seen the last 2 players as far as I know. Now the push does come in from the side, and Viper gets the first knock of the game.
Viper, he gets all the props just there. And Mortal is in decent enough shape. He'll just need to get a little bit of boosters up and he'll be absolutely fine. But Viper still scouting out, seeing Deeksy over the side and seeing, oh, it looks like they're just running away. It's like, are we going versus Seoul here? Yeah, let's leave. That's what I was thinking. Get the hell out of here.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, because, I mean, initially they won't know who they're up against, obviously. But as soon as they see it, Seoul's like, yep, nope, let's, okay, so there, let's just go to the opposite side of the circle.
We value our lives. We don't want to be 16th because if you're 16th, then you get no points at all. And if you're 16th, you probably don't have any kills either. So yeah, definitely leave.
Exactly. So although they are on the hunt, Tommy gun in hand here, not the weapon that's I mean, you see Tommy gun and shotgun, not a combination of weapons you see used too often. You opt to go for the better SMGs or at least some ARs in there, snipers as well. But these guys are just hunting.
Is he saying he's just like, is everything okay?
Yeah.
He's down anyway. So I think, yeah, he's like, teammates, leave me. Leave me.
Yeah, there's no way in hell he's gonna get rest.
Oh, and also, I also spotted people talking about Mortal's changed the look of his...
If you don't have a choice to get more vehicles, sure, do what you gotta do. But here, you look at this, three vehicles for 4 guys. Love to see it.
It's wholesome, I'd say. It's nice. We just saw that Viper from Seoul managed to pick up another down. The God team with 1 injury. All Seoul players, though, in a healthy position.
Look at this. He's just running up all by himself. He does have a teammate pulling up in vehicles now. More teams starting with a chance, at least, to engage in this. But Viper's just taking the sprint on forward all by himself.
You guys, it's going to hurt in a second. This player just been down. There's one that's proned on the floor. Ash, what are you going to be able to do? Such low health. I think he just got revived recently. They're going to blow up the car. Is that going to be enough? It is. The explosion is going to take them down, and they've got no teammates nearby to revive them. And Viper's going to just take some name tags here.
Yeah, this is not going to be a rest coming in, that's for sure. Ash is going to be the last guy trying to crawl back. Rest me, guys. Rest me. I'm safe. I'm safe. He actually does go into a vehicle. You can see it on your minimap on the top right side. But now he's going to go down as well. The other Viper players were around the corner waiting for it. And that's going to be him taken down. Vero is going to get the finish up onto Twister.
Oh, ZFX. We haven't seen a lot of ZFX just yet. Get myself on the boards a little bit. Oh, getting it down onto Ronak. He needs to be a bit careful. Has got always next to him to help out. But I'm sure Seoul are going to be calling over their teammates again, and they might need to regroup as a unit.
Yeah. I mean, you can go greed, and again, with the amount of sort of prestige and level of play they came into this with, it might be a bit, maybe a bit overconfident. I don't want to take anything away from them because they've been doing extremely well so far. But, I mean, by every time you go to a new league, the level gets higher. We talk about
very like he was trying to get the down player first, but never mind. He is just going to pick up everybody. Quick little double. Even if one was down at the same time, it's no problem whatsoever. We've got Viper outside. They're being injured. Actually, the Seoul guys are hurting a lot. That is going to be Team India that are getting a couple of frags and very important plays. Ronak does fight back a little bit. There are 2 players still up for Team India. I wonder if Seoul want to try and finish this engagement.
Ronak is up the hill all by himself. You saw his teammate drive around the backside. Now he is coming in here. See him right there in the corner on each side of the building. They heard the footsteps, obviously, so don't want to overcommit to anything. Now the push does come around the side. Does he spot him? Yes, he does, but he goes down as well, so Ronak is going to be all by himself.
Do the Seoul players down completely? I haven't seen Mortal on the board just yet. I think Mortal might still be up.
No, he got finished off early.
He got finished off early on. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's only Ronak left alive.
Well, This spells a bit of bad news for Soul at the beginning. Maybe this occasion there is a little bit of a curse that I created, but...
Well, that's what I'm saying, too. We have so much water in the circle.
to get fully wiped out at the end. Maximus are going to reign supreme in this building. Ronak trying to break free. He's just going to go down. That is going to be 9th place for Soul, I believe. And it was a play zone. Unfortunately, he couldn't move away fast.
It's just rare that you have everything put into one place. For me, I mean, having done analysis work for PUBG for a long time, something is on Twitch, something is here, something is there. Trying to go all these different links and all these different sites to find all the information. It can be so hard to...
Again, Apex out in the open again a little bit. We have got Soul. I have found the team flawed over here. Trying to get some shots on that. It's going to be Leo. He's going to be gunned to the floor, and I don't know if they're going to get them picked up at all.
8 out of the car. That's a tricky shot to land with a sniper rifle. Bold action out of the moving vehicle.
And on mobile.
That is very, very impressive. New circle is going to pop, and we go there for the no-goes because there's so many angles for you to hold. It's so tricky to maneuver around. Expecting to be somewhat safe. So we will see the teams move around the side, or we'll just crash straight on through as we talk about that. Of course, Soul, they start adding some more kills to the list.
Dude, Girdle, these guys are well out of the zone. They're on the island at the moment.
Yeah, they're pretty far away.
As long as they've got the meds and everything, then, you know, it's fine. They don't need to worry at this stage. But I think we're going to start worrying if they're still in the zone, kind of into this second. Now, given such a great end to last game, they're set up for a really good position this game.
And even more so, not only are they in the center, but they were all in vehicles too, even though...
Yeah. They're in the circle too, so they feel good. Here's Team India, guys. You can check that. Mortal, you want to be careful over there. He's taking a little bit of damage, and that vehicle is about to blow up. He manages to get out in time. He's preserved a decent amount of his health too.
And he's playing double snipers, SLR and M24. Not something you see very often, but that's going to be Soul saying, you know what? Why do we need automatic rifles if we can keep them at a distance anyway? As soon as we see them, we'll start tapping away like crazy people. Also, I mean, you can tap extremely fast with the SLR. So not the biggest fear. Ronak, though, has the angle.
Crosshairs watching, and they are so unsuspecting at the moment. They're both so intrigued by what Mortal's doing. One shot out. I think that was the miss, unfortunately. And that's going to be the sound cue that's going to make them turn their head. Ronak, your position has been compromised. Does manage to get a little bit of damage out. We see actually Team India getting one of the downs onto Oace from Soul. Ronak was really counting on that first shot hitting.
Yeah, one of those I like to call free haircuts. Boom! Came right over the head there, not a whole lot more to it.
Soul will be able to get the... still been in a fight in for just a moment. There we go, we can see the elimination.
Mortal had a compound just before by himself. They finally got to after taking a lot of fire from Team India, but now that's been compromised. There's a full team over by him, and you can see it right here. He's sitting upstairs, and he has all of Lord down the stairs. Question is going to be, does Reaper and company know that there's a player upstairs, or do they not?
This is where he was running to before, so they've got to have an idea that...
No, but that's not the team that was shooting at him, though. That was Team India. These guys just came crashing from the entire other side of the circle. So they might not be aware. You can see they are playing it very cautious downstairs, and the thing for him is there's nothing their teammates can do to help.
Well, coming soon as well, they found ZFX. ZFX do manage to get one kill, but we are back over to Team India at the moment, and they're just wreaking havoc on those vehicles.
They got a ton of kills last game. They only have one so far. The knocks that they've been getting has for the most part been rest back on up. But we'll see now if they get something off it. Mortal gets down one with the nade, so now for sure they know there's a guy upstairs. Now the question is going to be, how do you push on it? Spots out one more. Down to half HP. Can he get him? The 1v2 already got down the first guy, and he has one more player down low, and he gets him. Takes out the entirety of Lord.
There it is, the 1 versus 2. Mortal out on top. You know, if there's someone who's going to be able to do that, it was going to be Mortal. And it's like, teammates, I'm fine. I'm on my own here.
Skull, they're going to be in. So is Team Apex and everyone else other than Mortal. I mean, Mortal isn't in. He's in on the western side, but his teammates are all far up north.
They've got Team India between them, so you've got the current point leaders of this like group face-off.
And they all know that India is there too, because they were both shooting down towards them earlier. So they know that's not a rotation route we can take. Mortal, can he do anything to scout the east? Nope, because that's a big uphill on his side, so he can't even see over to that side. So if they want to come in, it's going to be blind.
Pain Esports suffering to coming soon at the moment. That is going to be Team Gravity getting eliminated. I think they hit 13th just then.
They got 3 kills too, and they only connected with 3 players. So.
Yeah, so they definitely got what they could hope to achieve
Yeah.
there, I think.
You won't win every game, and getting 3 points plus the placements off of this one, I mean, that's pretty much all you could hope for.
Because we've got a vehicle now from Seoul. They're taking 2 between 3 players. They might be trying, because they know that compound where Mortal is clear.
Yeah, they're going around it. They're rotating around the this side of. They're rotating around the eastern side of the Team India team. They know they were up there, and they don't want to push. The one thing though, Team India, I mean, they're on the edge right now, outside the circle. They could push down on Mortal because they know he's a solo player.
I'm actually surprised, more surprised they didn't do it, but they're
They
also
could go
so
aggro
secure.
him.
They're also
as
so
we talk
secure.
about it, they are pushing into the compound.
Oh,
now we do
wow.
have the other Seoul players. They're here in time though. 4v4 India against Seoul, probably 2 of the best teams in the lobby.
Yeah, this is an absolutely huge fight. We've had Ronak who's been taken down. We have got another player, so some exchanges happening at the moment. Mortal starting to pick up some more kills, but the frags are going back and forth. It's an absolute flurry of action that's going on at the moment. There's got to be barely a player left for each side. We've got Mortal who comes back down. That is just on side. He managed to take down Mortal. And it's absolute chaos, Toby.
So
Absolute chaos.
eliminated and really well done. Now we see more fights happen. Assassin is in a 1v4 and he's almost pulling it off, and he goes down. And not only playing in the sky.
Yeah, exactly. it is a beginning, guys. Actually, look at that from north to south.
We do have the 2 winners of game 1 and 2, respectively, sitting the closest. One is on Military Island, another one is really close to it. So I would assume to see them making their way on better. They're in the water, and they're actually swimming back to the other side now, saying, well, I mean, we'll take a chances next time.
Learn from past. Looking at Oasis there from Seoul. We're heading towards the water. Oasis is absolutely legging it at the moment. Oh no, he's fallen!
All the way down. His hitchhiking boots didn't pay off that well, and he's going to be falling down Viper, though. There for the help immediately. The question is going to be whether the learning from past is going to fight for it, and not they don't.
It's 12 times.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If 12 times was a thing in PUBG.
It's 25 times. Team Gravity, at least what there is left of Team Gravity, I think.
You have 5, maybe that's 6 teams on the northern side still.
Yeah.
You got one of the Seoul players up there, and his teammates have made it over. So I'm not sure exactly how they're planning on finding
Watch
each other,
this.
but look at this. They know exactly where they are. They must have heard them.
This could be massive, actually. This could be a massive hit to Seoul.
Yeah.
If Encore just gets a bit curious.
Just one nade. Just one nade.
There it is. There's
There
one
it
nade there, but the
is.
players are out already, so they're going to be chasing up the hill. There is some blue zone. Ronak is going to get eliminated. Mortal is up for the moment, but he might have to let his teammate go. Encore chasing down Mortal.
Look at this
He's going to
Viper.
punish him.
Viper has the backseat position, though. They were
God.
3 guys alive. If he can time this right, he needs to get in now. Mortal is already under fire. If they can get the wipe on early enough or quickly enough, it's going to be so tricky. But Viper now taking fire from behind, and Swag goes down immediately.
Well, unlucky now for Learn From Past. They can't get a whole lot done. Just as they thought they were the ones trapping, they were the trapeze, so to speak. And Mortal is going to be able to pick up Ronak, I think.
You say that, but I'm not sure.
Snacks
Viper
is
has
there.
seen Paradox. Paradox is down there, too. It's going to be a...
It looks so nice, but it's not going to feel nice being in that situation. Snacks, though, did push down.
Ooh, down to low HP.
And Mortal looks like they did manage to get away in the end. They still had the vehicle. Nothing was blown up at that stage, so they could just take that risk and get out of there. Snacks so weak. We've got a grenade. Is that going to meet its target? Wait a second.
Close,
No,
but
I
it's not going
think
to be
it's out of
far enough.
range.
He ran around the edge there. So is he the only player?
The winners of last game, well, they're not going to be seeing the light of day anymore here in map 1 of ERANGEL.
Look at this Viper did get eliminated just before, none other than Team India. They are absolute arch enemies, if you could call it anything like that at this point. Ronak tapping like a madman with the mini. One more knock should do it. And he does get him down. Mortal secures the knock, and he secures the finish.
Ash from Team Apex. We saw them down at the bottom right. Was it Ash? It could have been Cold Blood, actually.
Yeah,
Being
it was
taken
Cold
down
Blood.
by,
Yeah, Pain taken down. I the people extra kills.
Yeah.
They give, like, they decide not to give them points. The only thing is actually was a jet ski on the other side of the pit. They could have made it over. But look at this. It's fishing season, friends. Bring a stick, and you can get yourself a ton of kills.
There's so much. There's a combination of multiple teams over here. Oasis is actually a part of it too. On
This is
very low health. Looks
interesting.
like Oasis is going to fall. That's one of the Seoul players out.
He could have stayed behind them. He could just state, no, not worth it. No, I'm going to correct you here. Placement points late game is all that matters.
That's a good
that
point.
one kill for you could have been one placement higher.
Well, we've got third party coming in here because ZFX were alive. Coming soon, just managed to get some downs for a moment. So this is going to be interesting to see who stands on top. We just had Soul, I think, have just gone down.
Both of them taken out in 8th place. Not a whole lot more they could do. They're proning around. And had that been him staying alive 1 second longer, or maybe 30 seconds longer, oh, and let's pay attention to what's happening because the game indeed has started. And this is where things get a little more interesting because sure, they also are within an area where a lot of teams will be coming rotating in, so they'll know approximately how many teams are around them.
I see them now, so I'm going to mention them. Team Sol.
Yeah.
They're ready near Georgia by the containers.
Yeah, I mean, even when you're a good team, you can just get extremely
You're going to average out those good performances.
You eliminate the RNG with that. I mean, the more consistently better teams will have a better chance. Oh, almost had it there too, but he goes down immediately after. He took a shot with the Holo, not going to work, and now Soul, they're all
that was Immortal. There's some Car 98 duels going on there. We saw a load of
they've joined the Swamp too. Look at the western side. Look at the concentration of teams on the west. If you guys don't know the terrain in the center of this circle, it's very, very open. You do have Apex down south there. They have a hilltop to work around, but everything else is open fields with a few trees here and there. It's going to be so difficult because all these guys have already been running. You see how many smokes are already being applied, and they're not even inside the next circle yet.
East side. Twister is right next to a player. We have got Pain Esports.
Yeah, Ashton just in the backside of that rock could potentially be a bit of a surprise factor, taking one down in Soul. They come pushing on in. One did go down, make that 2 downs actually already. Lord under so much fire. Viper does apply some pressure, gets himself one, but now more shots are coming in. Ooh, Pain just one guy down already. And Axno by himself, he starts shooting, but not an angle for him to work around. Now they all know that he's just on the other side, and he goes down immediately.
Savage. It seemed like there was kind of a blank of information there for the other team, but he tried to do what he could. We've got Soul at the moment being swallowed up a little bit by the zone, and they're still having that fight at the moment. There's a nade. Thank you very much.
Get the push coming up here. Ash in game 1 had 8 kills by himself, and now all of Apex, they're pushing 4 guys together. They got the team wipe out on their opponents there. Really, really good job. And now coming soon, starting to make that move on up here as well. It's the 2 teams that were fighting off first and second place last game, and a little bit of help coming from the backside. White secures 1 kill, and that's going to be the guys from Flow Official taken out.
Yeah, very nicely done. Viper's been going mad as well. I keep seeing him in the kill feed. He's been picking up so much damage. Viper's been excellent.
He's taking his weight, left carrying his weight, whatever you want to call it, all by himself now too.
Always getting down as well. I think I saw Mortal was still up. Viper in a bit of trouble. He is going to get down. Has got a teammate around. It is Mortal that is still alive for Team Soul. But we've got 10 teams alive. We're expecting them to go deep. Soul picking up another down there. I think that might have been the finisher. I may have misread that.
Yeah, Soul got, I mean, the Viper got taken out there. A lot more to it. So Mortal will have to see if he can snake his way in, get something done here. Swag is trying to crawl up as well. I talked about this place being open, and you see it right there. You have the rocks out here on the edge. He'll be shifted out from in just a short moment. Scout over the top. He knows he's down there. It's just a matter of them spotting him out. It does get the damage applied. No kills coming in just yet, and he actually does get the first one in return.
Sing is trying to hold